back. I just wanted to pop my head in and out, with my Wednesday rants with Elisa, and just because I haven't been really locking in. But I am going to lock in, okay? Because I have a lot of ideas and I really need to lock in with YouTube and content because I need to get my money up. But, I appreciate all the love and the support, like always. It's been not that long, but still, I said I was going to be consistent, so I really need to do that. But, Wednesday Rants with Elisa, I just talk about random stuff, ranting, about things that I need to rant about and that I want to. And I feel like other people want to, but they don't. So that's why you have me. But this new year, it's been a rocky, bumpy start for me. It may not, seem like it, like, I'm cool, kiki, laughing. But emotionally and mentally, it's been a little bit of a rocky, rough start. But it will get better. I know it will. So, gotta stay positive. But if you're feeling the same way too, it's okay. That's why one thing I do always say, when it's a new year, just do what you need to do. If you have the same goals that you had from the same years before or the same year and you feel like you haven't accomplished, you still can accomplish them years from now and this year. Doesn't matter. You don't have to make new goals. You could have the same goals. Because me personally, I have the same goals. I have a few things added to the list, but I still have the same ones. I've accomplished some, but I need to accomplish more. So that's going to happen this year and years, prior to that and so on. But yes. And, fasting, I had, a little bit of I could have did better, but, but I know what I need to do. So that's what I took and learned in consideration while I was fasting. But yes, so, okay, actually that's first thing that I want to talk about. So I'm pretty sure everyone saw, I auditioned for Baddies. I didn't go to the auditions. I auditioned for it online because, okay, so when I auditioned online, I put in my video or whatever, and I went to go see my Pooh Bear. And I'm thinking okay, when I come back, it's probably going to be maybe 2 months or a month away. So I'm not going to have to go to the auditions. There may be a possibility where I may have to, but I'm not going to have to worry about it when I come back if I decide. But no, they decided to, have it early. So when I came back, but that was during the time I was fasting. So I'm like, oh, should I go or should I not? But I couldn't do that because I was like, I'm fasting and I'm supposed to be, getting closer with God, and I'm fasting from certain things and doing certain things. So I just don't think it would be appropriate and right for me to go during this time. So I didn't go. And I was just like, I'm just going to be positive that maybe I get picked for my audition tape. Clearly I didn't, because we're in February. And nothing has happened. So guess what? Just like I always say, Team F them kids right now. It's Team F Zeus Network, okay? I'm not watching none of their stuff. I don't care. I'm not supporting nothing. No, none of theirs. I'm not watching nothing. I don't care. I'm not watching Baddies. I don't care. Don't talk to me about it. I don't care. I still, have some favorites on there, but other than that, I don't care. I don't want to watch it because I didn't get picked. I'm a sore loser. I'm very competitive, all that. So yes, I'm going to be petty like that. I'm not watching nothing, because now it's making me think maybe I should go to Now That's TV. But, I know I'm not built for that, but maybe they could have, some different type of girls on Now That's TV. Okay, I just need the platform. I just need to put my name out there and on there. That's the only reason why I auditioned for it. I don't care about none of that fighting, none of that extra stuff, because honestly, I don't like fighting. I don't. I know everyone's always like, how I get down, but no, I don't like fighting. I'm not like that. I'm not. But, I just want to put my name out there. That's it. I didn't care about money, no, none of that. It was just to bring my name out there so I can do more with content. That's it. Because it's not taking me really far. So I'm like, okay, being on there, it gives me that push, that I needed, and for more people to, follow me and watch my stuff so I can, do what I need to do, what I'm trying to accomplish with. But other than that, all that fighting stuff, no. And honestly, there's no rules of fighting, so I don't fight fair. I don't fight fair. No, okay, I do, but, on there, I wouldn't have fight. I wouldn't have fought fair. You know, picking up chairs, tables. I would have tried, you know, to take, the baddies bus that they drive, run someone over with it because you're not about to play with me. Just anything. And most of the time, for baddies gone wild, they're always like in another country. So I'm an animal person, but to a certain extent. But I would have just, maybe found an animal, threw it on someone. I wasn't gonna fight fair on that. So yeah, crack a bottle over someone's head or throw it out their face. So no, I wouldn't have been fair on that show. And I'm not there to be fighting. So that's another thing. I just wanted to put my name out there. But other than that, nope, I'm not messing with Zeus. I will say though, I probably will put in another audition tape in the future because, like I said, I'm just trying to put myself out there. So fingers crossed that I won't have to do that. That I'll be further than where I need to be, and I won't have to do that. But I just want to put that out there because some people are like, well, what happened? Obviously I didn't get in, or else I would have announced like, guess what? Guess who's gonna be on Baddies? I only just needed a couple of episodes or something, or like my plan also was to leave like before the last episode, do something like bam and like, oh, I'm leaving. Like I said, I just needed to put myself out there for my platform, what I'm trying to do. So that's it. That's the only thing that I care about. Other than that, no, same thing with Now That's TV. Like, I just want to put my name out there. So just give me like a season or an episode. That's it. I don't really care about that extra stuff because, like I said, fighting and stuff like that, no. And I don't care about the whole definition of being a baddie because honestly, that's not even in the dictionary. I'm sorry, it's not. Is that word in the dictionary? Especially like when you go to school. Was that a word that you were taught in the dictionary? No, it wasn't. So I don't really care about all that stuff with the titles and baddie chain. I could care less. I just, need to be where I need to be for myself and for what I'm trying to do. Not for you guys and not all that extra stuff. I don't care. But I just wanted to, throw that out there. It's okay. I'm positive, like I said, because more better opportunities are coming for me. So that wasn't for me. And hopefully in the future, I won't have to apply again, whatever. But anyways, another thing that I did want to talk about is, okay, how do I say this? In life, if you know like who you are and you know yourself, you know the things that you like, that you don't like, that you do like what's for you and what's not for you, don't let someone else try to knock you down and bring you down. Like sometimes I see a lot of people, and like people have done that towards me, like try to, I don't know, like discourage you or bring you down because you know who you are, you know what you like, you know yourself, and you know your personality. And I know like sometimes in life people are still finding and figuring out who they are, what they like, and their personality and stuff like that. But if that's for you and you're in the process of that, don't bring someone down that has already found who they are, what they like, what they do. That's not right. I don't like that stuff. It just gives like, I don't know, some not necessarily jealousy, but like confusion. Like I don't know, like you were just shocked and surprised that someone's like that and then you're not. Like, I don't know. Like, and don't bring someone down because they're still trying to figure it out. Because trust me, your 20s, I don't like my 20s. I don't like the stages of 20s. Like I've said before, I never was that type of like teenager or kid, oh, I can't wait to be an adult. No, because I already saw from everyone's point of view, like, dang, I don't want that to be me. And it is me. It is me. It's hard. I don't like it. You go through, and that's another thing too. I'm done talking about that, but just make sure you know who you are and don't let other people bring you down while you're trying to figure it out, or if you know who you are. But you know how everyone says like, oh, like when you get in high school, you'll really see who your true friends are and who's going to be in your life and who's going to be solid, this and that. No, it's not when you're in high school. It's actually when you're in your 20s, which it sucks a lot because that's another thing, like during my time of fasting and going into the new year, I've been like, there's different types of grief. Like grief doesn't always have to pertain and surround death necessarily, but kind of like, friendships that you no longer have, or, like losing a job, stuff like that. There's other forms of grief. But I've been like grieving like people that were in my life and they're not in my life, or I don't know if they're going to be in my life later on, but it just sucks. It's like, dang, like if they were in my life right now, like I knew like I could get that advice or that pep talk, or I want to know how they're doing, or I know they would laugh about this, or I know if we did this together, like we would have such a good time. But that's not the case. But I also am thankful and grateful for the people that I have in my life. So also too, on top of that too, when you're going through stuff like that, don't try to compare people either. Like, oh, if they were, like be grateful and thankful for the people that are left in your life that, haven't switched up, haven't changed, and that, they're solid people that you're going to have in your life. But that is one thing, another thing, about your 20s. I don't like that. And having to figure stuff out every single day, and bills. Like me, it just doesn't sound right. Me having to pay bills, you having to pay bills, like it's just so wretched. Like I don't want to pay bills. It just doesn't sound right. Like, oh, you got to pay this bill, you got to pay that bill. Like, I'm going to find a way when I get rich that I will never have to pay my phone bill. I'm going to see if I could pay like in advance for like 3 years. Here, I'm giving you like maybe $20K for my whole entire phone bill, so I don't have to pay it again, worry about it. Like, can you do that? Don't say that you can't, because I know there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. So, I think you can. I just think you can. Like, I like getting ahead of stuff. Like, same thing with the car. Like, I'm going to pay the car in full. I'm going to try to pay those insurance in full, too, for like 2-3 years. Because who wants to keep paying car insurance and a car payment? Not me. That's exactly why I don't have a car now. Because I just don't want to do that. And I like being a passenger princess. I like, being in not the driver's seat, the passenger seat or the back seat. Like, yeah, there's the address. Take me where I need to go. Take us where we need to go, because I'm not doing it. What do I look like driving? Okay, anyways. Okay, let me stop, seriously. Okay, because I got another thing to say, and this is serious, so we're done with that. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, I know you guys know about everything that's happening in the world, and like I said, I'm not political and stuff like that, but when things are getting worse in the world, I do like to bring awareness, and I do like to talk about it, because I feel bad, and I have a lot of empathy for things. Like, I don't care who it is, I just do. But I've been seeing a lot, like, on social media, where it's, like, a lot of people that are, well, I wouldn't really say atheists, but, people that they don't have a religion. They don't, like I said, religion isn't, I wouldn't say religion, because you guys know how I feel about that, but they don't believe in anything. They just, they do their own thing, which nothing's wrong with that. But a lot of them are saying, like, with all these, kids that, their lives are getting taken away, and then they're also being taken away from their families. People are being taken away from their families because they're not supposed to be here, or that's how, the government is viewing it, this and that. Wars and stuff happening, like, where's God? What is he doing now? Like, it just seems like he's not doing anything. Or I also saw a couple of comments. It really threw me off, because I was like, whoa. It was like a couple of people were like, oh, God heard someone's prayer, when they had like their tire popped, and, they needed new tires, and they got, their prayer answered, and they got new tires. But, a kid being taken away from their home, or a kid losing their life, he's not doing nothing about that. I was like, dang, like that's a harsh way to put it. But, and I know I shouldn't say this, but growing with God is not, it's not easy. It's not sunshine and rainbows. I'm always going to say that. It's easy. It's not easy, and it's hard, and it's going to take step by step. And that's why you're growing, and then you grow your faith like more and more. And you read the word so you can better understand things like, okay, now I understand why this and that is happening. But I get it, because way before, like, even when I was still learning, about God and stuff, I would think that, especially when it came to like slavery, because I see a lot of people saying that too. I was like, well, where was he then? Like, why wouldn't he help out with that? Or, why is this and that? Now that I'm older and like even growing more on my own, I'm like, okay, instead of having these questions, just ask in prayer or read the Bible. or watch something that can maybe get you to understand why some things are happening. And then on top of that too, I don't even like, just in my opinion and the way that I'm viewing it is, everyone's saying that, oh, he's like allowing these things to happen, this and that. He has no control over what the devil does. That's how I see it. And he is not in his doings, he's not on his team, not on his side. So he has nothing to do with him. And I feel like people have to realize that the devil plays in a lot of stuff. So everyone wants to get mad at God and like look at it this way, but you should be getting mad at the devil. And then on top of that, I'm not going to say that people are like, their intentions are evil. Because I always believe and I've always thought that everyone has good in them. So everyone has an opportunity later on in their life, or whenever they need to, or whenever they feel like it, or when, I don't know, just whenever, to have good intentions and change their actions. So there's people that have like not good intentions, like bad, and their spirit is like corrupted, so their intentions are not good and it gives off evil and they think that it's okay. So it's honestly up to them to change it, but also something within them to change it, to have, you know, better actions and make better choices, if that makes sense. That's how I also see it. So I mean, like, I get from their perspective, but I also feel like everyone should, like, whoever's watching this, like, if you feel like it's that, or if you understand from my perspective, you got to look at it from like everything that I'm talking about. Because it's like, is no one taking the time to think like, oh, well, you know, there's evil onto this world, and there's evil onto this world because what? The devil. Exactly. So instead of just thinking and blaming like, oh, it's God, the devil does a lot of stuff and a lot more stuff too. So you can't just blame it all on one person. And instead of like assuming, maybe try to like see it from a different perspective, if that makes sense. I really wanted to talk about that because I'm like, I understand, but only to a certain extent, because I'm like, instead of questioning and wondering, maybe just pick up the Bible and read it. Like, even if you don't believe in that stuff, even if you don't, maybe there could be something in there, you know. And don't ask the devil, because that's actually crazy. That's no. But I just wanted to say that because I've been seeing that a lot. I don't know if anyone else has seen it. Like, that's why I say like my stuff on social media is so different. And I feel like sometimes when I talk about stuff, people are like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, just never mind. But I wanted to bring that up. Another thing, fasting. I feel like for fasting and different points and areas of your life, we should fast. Yeah, we should fast. We should fast, like spiritually within ourselves. Not just because I feel like a lot of the times too, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna fast from this, I'm gonna fast from that. Like, I did my fast differently, if that makes sense. Like, because I felt like other times it was too easy, and it was like food related, and it's like, that's not really giving me the connection that I need to work on something like spiritually, like within me, something that I really actually need to work on. I feel like everyone, if they could, you don't have to be religious to fast, but to work on like spiritual growth and like within yourself, that's important. Like, and it doesn't have to be within the new year. Just do it maybe once or twice throughout the year, or, you know, one time in the month, or one time every single month, however you want to do it. And then like kind of do little things for yourself. Like, if you don't want to pray, but do encourage it, you know, pray, like write down your prayers or say them out loud, or journal, or find like a different hobby to replace something when you are working on whatever it is that you're fasting. Do that and replace it with that, so you make sure like, okay, like, I don't break the fast, I do it that way, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to put that out there as well. A couple more things, because, you know, like I said, I just don't want to keep dibbling and dabbling, you know, talking too much, because I just want to pop my head in and out of here. But I'm going to talk about the gym one more time again, because I talked about it the last time, but I'm sorry, I don't know what it is, but do whatever works for you and do your own research. You really have to do your own research. Like, you can't do what someone else does. You can to a certain extent, but if you see it's not working for you, don't do that. And another thing I can't stand is those people that do voiceovers and they're like, oh, such and such, blah, blah, blah. You're still sitting here with your big back self. You need to get up, this and that. And my head, when I see those videos, honestly, instantly, I go straight to their page and, scroll, and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, here's your before picture. And what do we know? You had a big back. Dang. And it's like humongous. The front and the back. Your stomach and your back. Just big. Just wide. Wide. Bigger than a house. And you have some nerves to be talking about some. Oh, like, you started there first. And now you are where you are. Like, okay, amazing. Congrats. Your body, it looks nice. It's, giving what you wanted to give, and it's giving what you, need to be, for your health and what you want to do to be healthy. But don't listen to stuff like that. I'm sorry. I don't like stuff like that. And it just really makes me think that, like, you really have some nerve to be talking about, oh, and it's like, I know people are like joking and stuff, but I don't take it as a joke. Cause it's like, how are you gonna judge everyone else, or like kiki haha, like, I'm just trying to encourage you guys to go to the gym, so you guys won't be big backs, or so you won't look a mess, or so you won't ruin your health. But at one point in time, your health looked a mess too. So if you want to be encouraging and uplifting, do it in that a nicer way. I'm sorry, I take offense to that. Like, I don't like that stuff. Cause just imagine someone saying that to your face. Now I gotta pick up a weight and throw it at you, because you think that I want to listen to you as my trainer or my motivation to get me to work out? No, now I want to fight you. Now I want to punch you in the face. Now I want to, throw you up against the treadmill. Like, don't play with me. Okay? So I don't like stuff like that. I don't. But anyways, so just, do what you need to do for yourself and do your own research. And another thing too, don't be tricked and fooled by the people that get surgery. You could tell. Okay, there's like, I'm just expose my secret of how I know. Because at first I wouldn't know. But there was this page, it's gone. Like, maybe they put it back up, but it's gone from, like, I've been searching, but it's been gone for a minute. But where they would post like everything of like how you could tell people have surgery and how they've gotten done, and then they're in the gym, and then like you could see like a certain distinctive mark, or like a certain like tattoo, the way that it is because they're scarring because they got surgery. So that's another thing too, like, oh, if you do this way, if you do this that way, like, I see that mark right there. You got surgery. Like, congrats to you. I know you're still getting your health up, to maintain your health, which is good. That's good. And I'm not putting no one down that gets surgery, to maintain, because you still have to maintain your health regardless if you get surgery or not. But it's just like, don't fake it like that was natural, because it's not. That's one thing that I don't play about. So, I don't like that. But just, don't let these people fool you out here with that, because I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to make sure I do my research, okay? So make sure you just do what you need to do for yourself and for your health, mentally and physically. Don't listen to these people sometimes. Listen to them, but do your own research, and don't listen to the negative ones talking about some, your big back is still eating those chips. Well, once upon a time, look at where you were. Look how you looked. Now look. Okay then, exactly. Everyone has to start from somewhere. So don't do that. Anyways. Okay, one last thing I wanted to talk about. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't have my iPad, but next time or some other time I'll show you guys. But it's still Team F them kids right now. But I have a bunch of like baby names written in my notes. When I tell you the list is like, it's probably 100 and something names on there, or maybe like 80. I don't know. I've had it saved like for so long, but everyone was like, that's kind of like ghetto. That I'm like, no, it's not. I want in the future my kids' name to be different. Like, I just saw something. I'm not gonna say the name because in the future, like I said, I don't want to be canceled before my time, so I'm not going to say too much. But the name that they had in the middle name, I don't want them to have no basic names. You see my name? Is it basic? You see my middle name? No. I'm not telling you guys my middle name. You know, people that are close with me know, and don't be messy, be saying it either. We're not talking about that, so don't. And I feel like if anyone were to hear it too, they'll be like, "Oh, that's real black." Well, mind your business. But I just don't, I don't want no basic names. Now, I'm not gonna say no names either, cause I don't want no one to be like, "Oh, that's offensive. That's my name." Okay, well, my apologies, but I just don't want my child to have no basic name. No. And I just feel like our generation doesn't think when it comes to names. Like, you guys play around with the names, and it's not funny, because I'm telling you, when they get to school, because I work with kids, and kids, you think like adults are ruthless, the kids, because I'm telling you, sometimes I get my feelings hurt by the kid. I'm like, oh, like, you know what? Go take a break. And I'm about to take one too and go over there in the corner and kind of like maybe cry for a second, because why are you being so mean? I didn't even do anything to you. But you guys really need to think, because kids are mean, and they are gonna, and then on top of that too, they gotta go in the workplace with that, or whatever they want to do in the future with their name. So, and put it on their driver's license, their birth certificate. Like, kind of think about that. I feel like our generation just plays around with it, and it's not funny. Stop playing around, okay? Be serious about the names. Put some thoughts and effort. I don't feel like there's no thoughts and efforts with the names, but at the end of the day, these are people's kids. Do what you want, because, I'm going to do what I want with mine, but they are going to have a unique, creative name. I'm not going to be doing no basic, type of names. I don't want to do that. Sorry. No, get someone else to do it. Okay. Wait. No. Two more things. Okay. Just like I was talking to you guys about the gym and stuff, I've been wondering and thinking, but it's kind of scary, because, okay, I'll tell you guys about that another time, because I haven't read it yet. But I'm still going to say what I need to say. I feel like, with all these surgeries and stuff like that, you guys want to get, there's natural remedies and stuff that you could do. So sometimes I've, been wondering, why don't people take the time to, go to different countries and do things where it's, natural remedies to get what they want. And I'm not talking about no voodoo evilness stuff. I'm talking about, well, I don't know how that stuff works. Maybe it could lead up to that, but I don't know. But natural stuff that can, do what you need to do for your health. Because there's, natural remedies. So I'm like, why don't people get more into that instead of the surgeries? Because, there's, stuff that you can, lotions, creams, or medicine, yeah, or, shots, well, injections, I should say, pills, and what else? Creams, and, teas and drinks. There's different things that you could do. Why doesn't no one take the time to look into that? But I feel like too, you would have to spend time wherever you are, even if it's on some type of random island, but you got to be careful with that. Spend maybe a month or so there and get whatever it is that you want for your health. Why don't people do that instead of getting the surgeries? Because the surgery is risky. And then too, another thing, I feel like sometimes that stuff, you got to do it there, and you're not going to be able to bring it back with you. You get your results instantly. You did what you did for however long it took, and then you come back, but you can't bring it. You can't bring that stuff or take it with you. You could recommend people, but you can't take it back with you, if that makes sense. But maybe that's why people don't do that, because maybe that is true. I don't know. This is, I wouldn't say it's a conspiracy theory. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah. Okay, last thing. Everyone or whoever supports and watches my videos, I need you to tag Tay. And tag Tay in the comments and tell him he needs a bestie. It's me. I'm looking to be his best friend, okay? Every single time I go out, no, I don't go out, he's out. And I still haven't met him. I need to meet Tay. I, met Summer and Big Lex. Who else? A couple of other people, on, from TikTok and stuff like that. But I still haven't met Tay. And we live in the same not the same city, but the same state. Like, come on now. So tell him, tag him, let him know. Like, I want to do a food video, or, hopefully you watch this and we could do a little food video. I'm not really a seafood person, but to a certain extent. So, we can have fun and, laugh, kiki, I'm not, overly loud. I'm very quiet to a certain extent. Sometimes I get overly loud, but other than that, I'm quiet. I'm mellow now. But, please tag him, because that's my bestie. It's not my bestie yet, but it's my bestie, I'm speaking it into existence. But anyways, I just want to pop my head in and out of here because I haven't, been consistent. But I am going to be consistent. I am. And I know it's like, girl, it's a broken record with you. Like, how many videos at the end, you've always said that you're going to be consistent. I am. So, I am. But anyways, I appreciate all the love and the support that I do get. And make sure, you just, again, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, you're weird. Stay to the left. No, I'm just playing. But please, like, but low key, if you are weird, stay over there, not over here. But anyways, thank you for watching and tune in for more.